All over and it does go over.
Hi, I'm Mark, your host. Welcome to another episode of Gearhead, man, and this is going to be a wild ride episode. It's going to be another episode of what can happen when things go horribly wrong at a NHRA track. And we're going to take a look at quite a few wrecks. And so you better get your fire suit, you better get your helmet and strap in and hang on. It's going to be a wild ride. So let's get started here and let's go.
Cup bluey. John Force just blew the thing up and slammed into the wall at the top end of the racetrack. Take a look at this. 302 miles an hour banging into the walls. You're going to watch Terry Haddock first puff the tire. He's going to pedal it. John's car starts moving around. And Bluey banks it off of the right wall. And then the real big hit, in my eye, looked like when he came back across. That is a big-time explosion for a guy that's had a lot of big-time explosions. Wow, he didn't even get that wall. I thought he went over and banked off one and came back for the other, but look at this thing. Traveling across the racetrack. Fortunately for Terry Haddock, he was slowed down to the point that he was out of the way, and man, that is a big-time hit into the concrete down there. Said John Force has been through some very, very wild rides in his career. And I'm going to put that one in the top 3 or 4. For a guy to go through that, no matter what his age or what kind of shape he's in.
No, he blew it right there.
That thing was hurt early, and you're going to see. Hopefully, he's going to get that thing safely stopped.
Don't go into the strawberry patch.
Hopefully, we don't have a lot of oil out on the racetrack.
Did nice.
And it goes over there, left-hand side. Philip Oakley with a ton of wheel.
You are blocking another spectator from being able to leave. We need you to move your vehicle. If you don't, we'll move it for you. Round 2. Whoa, watch out on both of them. Oh, and a hard hit left-hand side for the Audi of Nancy. Cameron Fisher in the Mustang also.
Thundering into the Florida net, a huge fireball for Brittany Force, and it's a 370 for Antron Brown, and it's a win light. Brown with an 053 light collects $80,000 in the championship of the Pep Boys All-Star Callout, and Brittany Force collected a pyrotechnics display at 1,000 feet.
This
And 414 there for Stacy as Gary Kent's a little late leaving the starting line. He gets out the other end at 425 tonight, 168 the speed. And we're going to be on hold for just a minute.
Lights are down. Tanner's out in the way first and backfires the supercharger. Todd Tuttero's all over the racetrack.
A little flash down there for Wilkerson. He's got himself a fire. Blower sitting sideways on the thing. He's got it skated around. Looks like the flames have knocked themselves down at the top end of the racetrack. He's got it stopped, and he's getting out of there.
Steve Day does wall on the launch. 451 at a 1.
Boosted, they're in. Oh, Brad McBride's wheels in the air, crossing over. Oh, man, hold on, Brad McBride.
Onto the top he goes and comes sliding to a stop down there around the quarter-mile mark. But a wild, wild ride for Brad McBride, the Granite Falls, North Carolina Volkswagen. Our safety team here at Bristol and PDRA is rolling, and
Gary Densham wants to see if he can cool off that Toyota. Caps off the line first. Pedal fest. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, a big boomer for Ron Capps, and Gary Densham gets the win. 497, 200 miles per hour, and Ron Capps' car launches the body down there at 1,000 feet and has come to a rest.
Ooh, and Tommy Morrow into the wall down there on the top end. So everybody stay clear. We're sending our people down there. Please stay out of the way.
Get off the starting line. Let's clear the starting line, please. And we will give you a report from our PDRA safety team, as we always do. He took, but we have got the report from the top of the racetrack from on-site medical personnel being checked out currently, but is alert and talking with medical staff.
Oh, big trouble there for Bruce Westfall. Goes into some violent tire spin and then gets into the fence, and now he's into the fence on the other side of the racetrack.
Sandy Wilkins, 649 at 214. He betters it. Left side, Wilson, 697 at 201. Sandy Wilkins moves up one spot to number 8. Trent Wilson up quite a few at number 11, 660.
From Kissimmee, Florida. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. He's hanging on to it, and he just barely tapped the wall.
Oh, wheels up for David Davies. He's going to the wall, kept the power on. And that might have let David oh, what came off Janik's car? Janik is hard into the right side wall. David Janik sliding. Hood off the top of it, and the parachute is out. He is sliding to a stop, spinning into the middle of the racetrack, and that car comes to a stop right on the top end. The NHRA Safety Safari is rolling. David Janik wins the race, 789.3 at 151. Oh my goodness. David Janik.
Right side follows. Tree is green for right side and red for left side. Aldo knew he needed to take a shot, and he's going to tap the wall. Brett LaSala going 654 and clears him. Aldo got loose just past 330 feet. Everybody, please stay where you are. Do not go down that racetrack.
First gear, second gear, and it was drifting to the right towards the center line. And Camry had to take her foot off the gas to keep the car from, whoa, hang on, Camry. Wow, down in the finish line area, that thing hung a left and went into the wall. Banked across and into the other one. Camry Caruso crossed the finish line at 142 miles an hour, and as the parachutes came out.
Something to double O's. Finish line. Look at that, 389 for the 57 shuttle stuck.
Throw, watch out, watch out.
Man, Otto had problems down there in the top end.
I bet. No, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh, hold on, Burnley's car. Man, oh man. Oh. And it's not done yet. A couple more cones and maybe made a little bit of contact with that left side wall.
that's a freaking cool night. Look at that thing. Drift car. Not going to be happy.
Stop. Hit the brakes, dude.
Yeah, man. Throw that pull the key out of that deal. Whoa, a little nitrous backfire. We got some flame out right there. I think it's out there. Door open, blows the scoop and a hood probably off. The big backfire. They're throwing the juice to it. Right-hand side.
Hippity hop. Did Williams' car get it? It did. Moses just parted the ocean, the Red Sea. Oh, look at that huge crack.
$119.60 for Luna. Can he improve on the 717? 7-11, and he's over and into the wall. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, clear the starting line. Ladies and gentlemen, please clear the starting line. As we're going to send the EM.
Wilkerson's car begins to wander. Oh, Corley sideways in a very hard contact with the wall. The tail end of the car whipped around, a hard side impact.
Ooh, Lambert. All over the, and it does go over. Ooh, big issues out there for Bill Jenke. And not gonna hit anything. Wow.
Flickering the bulb there on the right-hand side. Will it mess up Joel Winsley? We'll find. Uh-oh, big trouble for Caringi, and he is going to get into the wall down there. Joel Winsley goes to 413 for the win, but we're going to...
Daniel Wilkerson with a better reaction time, blows the body off of it, and Bobby Bodie's heading around to 393, 323 miles per hour, and Wilk cannot see. He's trying to keep that car off the wall down there. Does a great job of it.
Issues down on the top end, left side.
Tony Stewart really, oh, huge explosion. Smoke down there, 377.9. Schumacher goes to the top spot with a 373.9, 325. Continues Mike Neff's real step forward, taking over the top spot, but
Oh, lot of fire. Big crash there. Top end for Joey Higgins.
Meets the rigorous standards.
As the motor may have let go on that car.
All right. And the right side, Howe goes 402. How about it? 186 miles per hour. What a run for the young gun right there.
For Chad. Boom for Dan. A double banger down there as Chad knocked the supercharger off of the thing fairly early.
Clear the starting line! Clear the starting line, please! Clear the starting line!
Brittany's car trying to push itself right. What a great ball, a huge fireball. Justin Ashley explodes an engine at the top end, and Brittany Force has taken out the points leader in the first round. And David Grubnick runs runs away from the reporter, 373.3, and they leveled the motor.
No. Oh, hang on, Dave. He's into the wall. Matt Hagan goes 389.1, and Dave Richards whacks the wall at 100 feet in the right lane. JR Todd is off it. Whoa! Blake Alexander grenades the body on the top end of the racetrack. Shoots her out on that machine, and he does a great job keeping it.
Whoa! Whoa! Watch out now. Something broke right there. Goes dead right.
You see LaSala's out. He's gone. I mean, Koto, she crossed the center line, got about 2 wheels, crossed, and then...
Whoa, over on his top, wow. Mark Colliver into the wall hard there. He's a red light flag to Jared Payton. Mark Colliver smoking the tire stadium with a long time. And that car just made a sudden right turn there. Just made half track and into the wall very hard. Safety sparring right on the right.
Oh, hold on, Steve Torrance.
Steve Torrance wins the race, but more importantly, we got...
Whoa, hang on there with them Corvettes. Woo, boy. Oh, Sydney got some oh, hang on there, Sydney Frigo. Into the wall, top end, over and over, and a wild one there. Is Sydney moving around. And you saw that car as he tried to stay with it, lifted, got back in it, and that.
Whoa! Larry crashes hard right at the finish line. Both cars were kind of hunting towards the center. You can see that Doug's car was moving over there, and Larry's car crashed hard, comes to a stop down in the shutdown area. Safety Safari already rolling on the scene. We'll wait until we get word from the top end. Just incredible.
Watch this. With the touch of a true master of his craft, Garlits regained control and drove the car through the cloud of tire smoke back toward the starting line.
The streamlined dragster came through the crash in remarkably good condition, considering
most horrific crashes we have ever seen. What happened here, Mike? Well, what happened was Bruce Allen in the right-hand lane got the car a little bit loose, and it moved over towards wall out of the groove. When he went to correct, it was basically with no downforce. It rotated the rear end of that race car around, trying to spin it out. But then when he hits the rubber in the middle of the racetrack, he tips it up on his side. Kenny Koreski just basically T-bones him in just a horrific accident right there. You can see it. You can hear how violent.
2 tons of downforce generated by the rear wing. Suddenly, it reaches its breaking point. It fractures directly behind the cockpit, triggering an emergency deployment of the parachute.
I go from looking on the track, getting ready to pull a chute, to looking straight down.
Getting after it. Oh, we have got a blowover, Jess.
In half, or in that case, the wing comes off. There's nothing you can do except tuck your arms in, and I didn't even have time for that.
Because the wing came off Tony's car. Her parachutes deploy, but just disappear. Now she is flying for that sand trap.
Well, the parachutes flew right off of that car. That was a much harder hit, Paul. She went through both of the nets and hit the water barriers. I think the barriers actually filled with sand is what I'm told, and obviously a lot of damage to the front of that car. Looked like it just wadded up the front of that car, but once again, a lot.
Chris Vandergrift's machine goes up and kept going all the way up, and it's a top fuel blower, and he is rolling down there at the
Disaster struck at 500 kilometers an hour. Lamartina's dragster becomes airborne. His chassis disintegrates. He's knocked unconscious. The dragster rolls 3 times. 60 litres of nitromethane explodes as he hits the barrier. The front wheels left behind as Phil, in the centre of the fireball, crashes into a second concrete wall.
The run started. Oh, we had no idea how bad it was going to end up. Worst news, poor John Smith came out of it the worse for wear. Gary was able to walk away, but John ended up with a fracture in his leg.
Nice save. Whoa, Monty Green over. John Christie also into the wall at the top end there, as I believe he got into the parachute of Monty Green's car there. John Christie will take the win, but nobody cares right now. As you saw Monty's car get loose there and make a move, and I thought he saved it. But then it came over into Don Kritzky's lane, and Don appeared to get into the wall at the top end there, trying to avoid Monty. Just a wild one there. But the safety Sipari on the move at the top.
Is fine. Now Larry Dixon carries the front end. Schumacher stays in the gas, and then the car just breaks apart, sending debris all over the racetrack as Tony comes back down to earth, encapsulated in the driver's compartment and able to walk away from what was a horrific-looking incident. The car seems to be working just perfectly, with no visual clues as to why it could not withstand the forces of the run before it disintegrates. Schumacher is launched into the Tennessee.
Look at the car on the left side. That is Mike Austin of Medford, Oregon. Grazes over the wall, hits a second wall, and then slides down and hits and knocks over a third concrete barrier. And you know what? He, veteran driver, he actually finished 5th in the points in the Lucas Oil Series in 2010. But what you're seeing is a tribute to the
son Brandon went for the ride of his life. The car got out of control, hit the wall hard. Brandon up and over, and from that moment on, everyone was holding their breath. Father Kenny didn't even...
Daniel Wilkerson back for his first appearance of 2013, but back in 2009 he had this very scary incident in Memphis. Well, Mike Dunn talked with the second-generation racer about how he reacted, while his father Tim explained what happened and how he...
Oh, no.
At the end of a 4.15 run, 289 miles an hour, it went kaboom. Tim Wilkerson's car smoked the tires early, got sideways at this end of the racetrack, and he was out of the throttle. And from that point on, he was kind of dodging red snap-on shrapnel down there.
Oh, off the throttle. No, DJ, don't wreck the new car. Big hit left side. DJ Cox, hard contact with the wall. Car goes back over to the right side. Oh, no. DJ Cox trying to control that race car and just made massive contact with the left side wall. Nick Janik got down through there, 569, and he is out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of the car. DJ Cox, as the Chevy Silverados and the NHRA Safety Safari is rolling. That was hard contact.
Wow, what a wild ride. Man, those are crazy, right? Things that can go horribly wrong in drag racing. You know, from the little guys to the major competitors like John Force and Brittany Force and all the other drivers out there that have crashed and engines blown up and fireballs and all this stuff that can go horribly wrong in a race car, in a drag racing car. No matter if it's a funny car, no matter if it's a dragster, you know, they all can go horribly wrong. They're as safe as they possibly can be now, which is good, but isn't keeping from going wrong. And my understanding, none of my clips here, any of the drivers were killed. Some of them were injured badly. Some walked away with everything, you know, no injuries at all. That's always good. Now this weekend, NHRA is back in town, and I'm going to try to make it out the track for one day, maybe Saturday or Sunday, for the for Brittany Force's last competition in NHRA in Las Vegas, at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. To me, it's kind of a sad day, so I would love to be out there and get some video of Brittany competing and prepping in her pit and all that. Maybe I can even get an autograph from her. All right, everyone. If you're not a subscriber, please, while you're looking at the channel and you're on the web page or the YouTube channel page, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. That way you won't miss an episode. You get a notification every time a new episode posts. We'll see you next episode. Thanks again for watching, and thanks for supporting the channel. Give us a like, give us a share, all the above, and go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. I always preach that. But you can see I got some classic drag racing shirt. I got my NHR hat that the brim is signed by John Force. Maybe I can get Brittany to put her John Hancock, as they say, on this hat as well. All right, again, thanks everyone. We'll see you next episode. I'm out.